All right, we're at Kendrick Canyon, basically right where the single trackish bit ends. I'm gonna skip this double for today. I've only seen one other rider, so it's gonna be hard to like do any jumps I'm not comfortable with. I did bring full face and gear, so we'll see what we can do. And it might be kind of challenging to film here, but we're gonna try to start off with the classic first bomb hole step up and see if we can work our way down and do all the medium stuff. Starting off on a steep jump is not easy. I feel a little stiff. Let's find some better jumps that we can like warm up on or whatever. I was hoping for some better warm up jumps, but looks like we got 2 steep tables to contend with first before we get to some of the flowier stuff. So let's see how we do on this stuff. All right, at least we cleared him. Just still stiff because these jumps are like steep, jumping kind of shitty right now. So let's go down and see if we can find some of those like fun flowy left right berms or whatever. That one was a bit easier to control. Let's go find some even more fun hip turny jumps. This corner is like a lot harder than I thought. I think it'll take me like a million tries to try to get this turn, get into this lip. I'm not even doing that jump very well, let alone setting up correct way, so we might leave that for another day. Let's just hit some basic stuff. All right, now we're having fun. These ones are so good, and then they lead into this one, which looks utterly immaculate. Not too steep, not too mellow, not too long, not too short. Especially considering the soil you're working with, this is absolutely insane. It looks like you just built it with concrete. All right, well, let's go hit it. Got a little awkward and fast. Let's see if we can go a bit slower. That is amazing. That thing is perfect. I can see why that dude was just sessioning this section of the Whoopz, but I don't have all day or all my energy, so let's continue down and see what else we're capable of hitting. That section's really fun. Mini hip to straight double to large right side hip. You kind of like try to clear this little outcropping. Unfortunately, we're gonna get to some big stuff here. I'm pretty sure there's no chance I'm gonna ride it today, especially because I'm alone and my impromptu riding buddy had to head out. Won't be doing these today, even though they look really, really good, really fun. Let's head down and see if we can find some more medium stuff. Looks like the canyon gap has been groomed a bit to be like a proper double with a proper lip and landing on the right side. And I'm not sure how I feel about kind of have to do the line to do that one, I guess. This one looks chill, although it goes, I feel like you have to land off into the weeds, but it kind of seems a shame to come to Kenter and not do the gap. So let's give this little nugget a try. All right, that was cool. I was wondering if the turn would be weird. It's actually fine. You can kind of straight line, and then there's a little bit of camber you can actually catch, and like you just keep riding. Unfortunately, the doubles after this have not been weeded. I don't think they're really rideable, so we're gonna continue down and see if there's anything left for us to do. All right, and now we'll film the rest of this section, which is really fun looking, but it looks challenging. These two are relatively straight, easy to do. This one you really have to nail the hip, because, and if you get offline, you're probably not going to fix it in all this gravel. And then the rest is kind of blind, and I don't even want to say awkward, but I mean, it's actually pretty good, but it just kind of zigs and zags and goes off camber. And I feel like people get this one wrong every now and then. So let's see if I can Well, I don't know if I can film all the way down. Let's see if I can first tee it to that last step down. Let's look at it and make sure it's not a huge gap or there's like a rock there or a body. Okay, it's chill, but after it gets pretty serious, so it might be, yeah, let's just pull off on this one. That looks like what a lot of people are doing if they're like journeymen and not expert. So yeah, let's see if we can first tee it, and if it all shows up on film, just because we actually do have a good angle to do it, but I'm actually worried that I'll hit it, that I'll land on the camera, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. Okay, this is going to be a challenge. I don't know if we're even going to get it today, but let's try. That is a challenge. You have to go really slow. It's just slow down and make this turn, but I think a lot of people are intentionally casing this in order to set up and turn and slow down for that. Because I thought I had it. I was like, sweet, that was easy. And I went off that lip with like 5 miles per hour too much speed and almost landed in the middle of the bomb hole. So we'll save this one for later. Well, that was Kenner. That was really fun. Even though I was struggling a bit and had to skip a bunch of stuff. But man, the stuff I did hit was so good. And like just the right amount of challenging, just the right amount of steep, and just everything. It flows so well. Shout out to the Mollers and everybody else who works here. Like working with that soil and making jumps like that is kind of insane. But I'll be glad to come back and get redemption on that little section, and then maybe start looking at the setup jumps to the big line and stuff like that. But clearly I got a long way to go.